Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the... Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. This... I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have...
That's right. I tried my best to swim back.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also...
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak for Monet. Miss Lynette is right. I believe...
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with...
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny...
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now.
Thank you.
Up and away! Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course! I wouldn't have left the
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your...
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just...
All right. Thank you for looking...
Well, want to explain yourself?
Of course. but I'm not partial to the... where should I begin? How about you start by asking me an...
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of... Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative...
So you were hoping Linny's group would just do you...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of... The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to...
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form...
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask... Who...
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crime.
And saving Fremine...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hot, that's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked, all I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbingers.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary.
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of... Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name, Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little...
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you...
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original... Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, later on a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that,
The concentration of...
and that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordials... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around. If this continues, soon it will no longer be... Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine...
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside. Some of them began to repent and pray to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took... And so, as the number of exiles increased, more and the Hydro Archon continued to lend her support. And with that, the people... But as time went on, people all... Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls, after many, many centuries, now and again,
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy said. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving... Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will... Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not...
Huh?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told...
What? After you warned us...
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust him. Good. Saves me a bit. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is...
You want to...
What a lovely idea.
Gotta admit,
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my tech...
Ooh, are they together?
See? Everyone keeps asking this question. Are you two
Your Grace,
if I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What?
How much do you know about Fontaine?
I...
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, according to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe...
Do you believe that?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that...
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the... Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress fast. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make... Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my... Seems like you're good. Come on. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh!
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for...
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Rise?
Huh. Actually, while I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me.
Must have been Risley and Sishri.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female.
I really can't make...
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn...
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijuin is...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3... Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the
Whoa, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he... What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while if I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's like...
You're super...
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for... that can't be the full... I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be.
The sea will engulf every...
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with... If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. If you ever need anything else going forward, though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together...
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another... Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijween? Mm-hmm. And I'm taking... Huh. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! No problem. So delicious. I'm so happy, Pun. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad. Sijween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what did you mean back in Ride? Oh, that. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linne wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed... Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linne as well. You were all super considerate. It's just what we... Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often, too. Get a good night's rest, you two. So much has happened. I'm super sleepy. Delicious. I'm out.
Out of my way! Get out! What happened? Why is everyone... No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!